Hello and welcome to a festive special of the Bonsai Show. And it's actually quite warm for this time of year. Today is the Monday, the 19th of December. And for the last week or so, we've had sub-zero temperatures down to -10, -11. And today we're at around 12 to 13 degrees. One of the questions we get asked, certainly over the last week, is what do we do with bonsai trees when the temperatures are that low? And like all things in bonsai, the answer is actually quite complicated. But if we assume that generally the tree is healthy and has no other issues, within reason outdoor trees should be okay. There are a couple of exceptions to that. So things like olives, we make sure that those go in the polytunnels. We do actually put away trident maples as well, just to give them a small amount of protection over that time frame. But anything else, we are fortunate that we can put them away in polytunnels. But for yourself, that could be a cold greenhouse, a porch, a cold porch, a cold veranda or conservatory. And if you can't go that far, then put the trees on the floor against the outside of the house, where you will naturally get a 1 or 2 degree increase from heat that gets radiated from the house. Now, as part of doing a festive special, we do need to have a quick look back at some things that we've done during the 10 episodes that made up the Bonsai Show during 2022. And one of those trees was this little pine, which we covered in episode 8. And the subject of that was preparing and bending larger trunks or branches. This tree was actually finished wiring the day after we filmed episode 8. And as you can see, it's now going to be left over winter period and will be repotted in spring into something which gives it a bit more of a better aesthetic. And then it will be fed well and treated well so that we can get lots of back budding and a lot more foliage on this tree. So as further part of that look back, we'd like to give a quick retrospective view of our year to date, and that will include the show that we put on in Telford. Hopefully there's some good content for you. So hopefully you can see it's been a great and fun year. And as part of not only looking back to what we've achieved this year, we also look forward to the tasks and the exciting projects that we can get involved in for next year. And we do have quite a lot on. This part of the nursery that we're in at the moment is the part that usually isn't open to visitors. And this is where we look at propagation of material and bringing them through. You can see that we have galvanized steel racking in these polytunnels. And it is worth adding that as the storm season comes around, we do tend to take historically damaged to polytunnels such as these, but they can prove invaluable for when we're trying to bring material on, protecting some things over winter. We have, at the moment, 6 of these polytunnels, and they all form different tasks and get used for different things. This one is the follow-on from cuttings that are taken and routed in the one next door, and then we have various other ones that perform other tasks. What we're hopefully looking to do in the coming year is to expand that out to increase the number of polytunnels that we have here, and also growing beds so that we can bring further material on. We do also have a lot of other interesting projects, such as our own soil mix that we're working on, and I have to say that the basis of that will be, from a sustainability point of view, we expect that 90% of the components that will go into our soil mix will be either recycled material that would have otherwise gone to landfill, but we expect that we will be conducting further trials on that in the coming year, and will involve some of our regular customers as part of that piece of work as well. So for me, I'm going to go and get on with a few other quick tasks, put this pine back where it belongs, which is outdoors, and I'll see you again in a few minutes. So welcome to my office. It's raining outside, and I think we as a nation talk about the weather an awful lot, but it's certainly changeable and dominates a lot of what we do in life, as in bonsai. So, as I mentioned, this is my office. One of the things I can do while the weather is bad is be looking at new projects, be browsing the internet, watching YouTube videos, watching other bonsai channels on YouTube as well. But I really like reading books, and behind me is probably about 1/3 of my book collection as it stands. And I have to say, there's something quite nice about reading books. The ability to lose yourself in whether it's text or pictures within a book is a great way to not only spend time, but to learn new things and look for inspiration in whether it is the text covering a technique in bonsai, or pictures of trees that you may well look to replicate or take inspiration from going forward. And really, that's kind of it for this festive special. We're obviously looking at quite a lot for the new year, and I'm hoping that you will see us back with renewed enthusiasm and renewed vigour, as I think most of us tend to find anyway, as our trees come out of hibernation and start to grow. But until then, you have a good festive period, and we'll see you on the other side. Hold on, one last thought. There is supposed to be some festive cheer this time of year, so we thought we'd bring you a few outtakes from the series to date. So I'll leave you with that one, for real this time.
What really was...
Okay, today's quick is a very, very, very quick one. The furry bit on top. one of the real question: do you sieve or don't you sieve? And it's an absolute mess. And your trees. It was great up until then. I think I've run out of stuff to say. No, I haven't. Shiny as my head.